Just tell me your name and what you guys are doing here.
My name's Sheridan Windhaven. We're out here participating in a sport called Belegarth. It's a non-profit organization where we hit each other with sticks in armor.
So Belegarth, actually it started as Dagger here, started back in 1970s by a college group actually who liked Lord of the Rings a whole lot, like the books, and they all thought that, well, there's a whole bunch of other people that do this kind of stuff. Well, instead of having to pad all of our bodies and do all that crap, let's pad the weapons, which is a heck of a lot easier in my opinion.
The weapons were really crude. Like, we're talking pipes with pillows wrapped around them. That bad. They hurt a lot. Anyway.
We started it 6 years ago in Ogden, and have just been having free practices, and all these people joined up. Weird, huh?
And here we are today. Whole bunch of dorks hitting each other with sticks. Technology's improved, we haven't. And history lessons.
Hi, I'm Griff. I'm the acting president of this group of Belegarth. Our normal agenda for fighting practices consists of us meeting and getting together and talking for a little bit before practice, suiting up in our garb, which is our medieval clothes. We then start with just people sparring with each other, and then progress that into 2-on-2 battles or 3-man teams. From there, we do what we call a cutthroat, which is just every man for themselves. The last 2 men standing are the team captains, and they pick the teams.
I'm Singair. I'm the Aquilonian Herald. Aquilonian is our realm, which you probably already know. A herald is a referee, also called a marshal. It is a job that is not many people like to do. Pretty much we enforce the rules and make sure this place is extremely safe for everybody, and everyone has a good time and atmosphere. This yellow tabard here is only worn by a herald. It's how you can tell us on the field.
How do you become a herald?
You have to be pretty much a veteran, which is 2 years experience fighting, and you have to know what's called the Book of War, which is our rule book. Back to front, pretty much memorized. To become a head herald, like I am, as I said, the head herald, you have to herald at a national event, which I've done actually several times.
This is Josh. I asked him to come out so he could get the beginner's version of the basic fighting rules.
Okay, so you lose an arm. You lose an arm by taking a hit to the arm. Okay. You lose a second arm, you die. 2 limbs, dead. You lose a leg, you take a knee. Take a knee. No, on the ground. Oh, okay. There you go. You've taken a knee. You hit the other leg, you die, because 2 limbs is dead. Okay. Really, it's just a convenience issue. We don't want people running around doing this. Because that's stupid.
It's very odd, yes.
Well, we have this thing called rhino hide, and rhino hide is a term used for someone who does not take a shot. So if you hit somebody and they're supposed to lose their arm, that person, if it's a rhino hide, does not take the shot. And so I've seen people get the living heck beat out of them and still walk away with nothing on them.
This is a blue weapon, which means 1 hit disables a limb. Takes 2 hits to go through armor. 1 to disable the armor, 1 to disable the thing underneath the armor.
Okay.
Hit hard! Don't be afraid!
Oh, so my dead? Does that count? One of these to the stomach?
That's right, yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. Guess I'm dead. Just whenever.
Real bad. Hard you can. Like a baseball bat. Okay. Your turn.
That was impressive.
Ready?
I guess. That didn't hurt that bad.
No, these weapons are safe.
There, arm!
Take a knee, everybody! When somebody gets injured on the field, we call what's called a hold. And that's, everyone takes a knee and the fight is stopped cold in its tracks. If that person needs medical attention, we get them that medical attention immediately before anything else is done. Usually at an event situation, we have a medic on site who takes care of this. But when we're at practice here, we don't usually have that luxury. So the best we can do is, if it's something we can deal with, if not, we get medical treatment.
I'm just gonna lay here for a while.
All right.
Sorry, dude.
This would be the reason why we recommend a cup.
Our rules for safety are numerous and hard to explain. Just to sum up and check the weapons, leave the head alone, and be courteous on the groin.
Go get him, guys! Go! Get him!
Tell me what it's like to get killed in battle.
It's kind of like a break, but it hurts a little more. This is the glory of Belegarth.
Good. That makes it hard.
Stay together!
So how does all the armor work?
Armor is controlled through what we call a bubble system. You get a total of 5 extra hits. You get 1 on each arm, 1 on each. One on each leg and 1 to your torso.
This armor that I have is a leather armor, which is one of the 2 materials that you can make it out of. The first part of making your leather armor is you have to design it, which is the best way is to get a piece of paper and just draw out what you want. It takes skill to make leather armor, and it just over time you get better and better at making leather equipment.
My armor, I made it. First suit of armor, actually. Made this all last year. My helmet here. This one took me probably about 2 days to make. It's oven hardened, harder than heck. This is done with a swivel knife tool. This side right here says Black Lions, and this one says Aqualonia.
And what language is that written in?
Viking.
My battle name is Nav, N-A-V. I do this for fun. Made all my armor just out of scraps from my friends. Before now, I was a peasant, so I made a more peasantry armor than anything.
Different levels have different armor?
Yeah.
So what level are you now?
Right now, I am known as a Black Guard. Soon I'll be doing the testing for an Elite Black Guard, which is second in command.
Right now, in the sport, we have knights. Each knight has to be made a knight by either another knight. A realm feels he's honorable enough to be knighted. And right now I am knighting under a knight in Idaho. His name is Cedric. And he has given me the task of making a white tabard with my knighting colors on it. And I have to keep the white tabard white for at a minimum of 2 years, fighting in it as much as possible. I will be the first knight of our realm.
Together!
Tell me about the rage of battle.
Just having fun.
Shade. I'm Zug Zug, and some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen on the field, I actually saw a kid jump over someone. I've seen 2 people shield bash, like, in midair. Craziest thing that's ever happened to me was I was running, and a guy hit me with a spear, and then picked me up on the spear and held me there for like a minute, shaking me on the spear. I thought I was gonna puke.
He went behind a line of like 15 people and took the entire line down without them actually reacting to him. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
He was running through a crowd of dead people and he jumped over a guy and tripped over his big samurai pants. and somehow broke his femur. It sounded like a gunshot or like a bow breaking. It was the loudest, sickest noise I ever heard.
Looked like the boys.
Hello, my name is Loth. My feasting name is Morticia. I started this because I'm really aggressive and I have nowhere else to put my hatred and anger towards. So it's really good. I definitely like this because I get to fight, and I've always fought ever since I was little. These guys are really cool. They don't go really hard on me, but when I ask them if they're going too soft, they'll go harder on me. I know I'm a chick, and I'm probably the only one right now fighting. Other than that, I mean, it's really fun. Girls should definitely come out because obviously, no one else is fighting!
We are the ladies of Belegarth. Moral support! We're moral support, we're babysitters. So I think it's a great hobby for these guys because it gets them out and doing things, gives them physically active. And off the computer, you know, they like to play with swords and beat things up on the computer, but this is better, keeps them healthy at least. So I'm really supportive of it, and anything that I can do to do that, we all do, as the ladies of Belegarth.
Alright, and tell me what you love most about doing this.
The ability to command a lot of people. That's the funnest thing about this.
My favorite rule, I always quote to everybody before they come out, is there's no such thing as hitting too hard. I love being able to hit somebody as hard as I can and just say, "You're dead! Ha-ha!" and laugh and run away.
Exercise. I treat this like softball or, you know, church basketball. It's just the thing that I do.
The environment, just getting together with a bunch of random people and having a good time is the best thing that you can have with something like this.
It really just helps me blow off steam for the week, you know? All that anger and repression and bitterness that you have against the world or just had a bad day. You know, you come here, you beat the crap out of people, you feel better, you go home. I mean, it's almost like exercise, but better, because you can't hurt the people you exercise with.
It's like a little piece of Viking life. It beats sitting around on the couch. I think I say that more than anything else. Because really, what are you doing? Sitting around watching TV.
Where am I walking? Front or behind? You're gonna walk behind.
Chaos Wars is where we're at. It's the biggest event of the year for the West. You go to practices to practice. You come here to show off what you've done. There's fighters from realms all over the West here. Idaho, Montana, California, Oregon, Washington. We're here to have fun, have a good time. The nightlife's great. We have a big feast coming up tonight. It's just, we're getting a whole pig. It's going to be all good.
This is still my all-time favorite event, Chaos Wars, man. These guys are great, and it's mostly local people, so I know a lot of the people that come out. But I always get a chance to meet somebody new because people coming in from all over. Nashville this year, and Virginia, and other spots. But it's a great time, man.
Like, I fight Josh here every week. So I come out to an event to fight somebody like
Brown Shield?
That camel over there. This is why I come out to events. I come to see friends that I haven't seen, that I see 3-4 times a year, and that's it. And for a few days. That's why I come out to events.
My name is Dop, and I am the event coordinator of Chaos Wars. Have been for the last 4 years, and I am running, organizing it again next year. Chaos Wars is a gathering that we have out here in the West. It's a week-long camping out, fighting, hanging out, 24/7 party, where during the day we fight and at night we hang out and socialize and have just a great time.
How'd you get to be event coordinator?
Well, I was a squire I got knighted under Ralamar, and one of my tasks that I had to do to get knighted was to host an event. And ever since I did it, I guess I've done it well enough that everybody has always volunteered for me to keep doing it, and I haven't stopped doing it since.
Alright, what are we doing right here?
What we're doing here is at big wars and during practices and different things, we check weapons to make sure they're safe and nobody will get hurt by the weapons. And at every war, we have from about 9 in the morning till 11 in the morning. We check weapons just to make sure they're safe and nobody gets hurt on the field from a weapon that's not properly made or padded, or it just happened to break down and it's not safe anymore.
What's the criteria for a safe weapon?
You can hit somebody as hard as you want and they don't feel the core of the weapon, and it doesn't hit too hard.
Continue.
So what happens during the Highlander tournament?
Highland tournament was a week-long tournament. That's where every individual is given a sash, much like you see here. You go out throughout the week and you challenge them to a single blue contest throughout the day. Those that win take the heads, or the souls, if you will, of the individual they fought, and continue to gather all the souls throughout the week. We do a final gathering on Saturday where all the remaining Highlander participants will go out in the field and finalize the battle, so there's just one, because there only can be one.
I've won about 13 for probably like 18, and I'm up and I'm going to fight now. See you on the field.
Don't take it late, don't take it. Good.
Take your.
Take your.
I got that.
Good.
Good job. Woo!
How many souls did you end up with?
I ended up with everyone's, except for Pete, and took 23 of them.
How many people did you have to defeat to win?
I don't know, but I'm gonna say quite a lot.
You get
Nice. Stay there one more second.
Grab Slag's hair. One of his like dead head.
Yeah!
Box fight was the hardest.
That's why I wanted you to come fight me.
Good job, Taco!
Come here.
Yeah! Good job, Taco! Taco, you were my Highlander!
Harry, and the sword went flying, and then Taco chased him down. War! Don't run!
Okay, we are all gearing up for our ending unit battles, and we're gonna fight for probably about 6 fights. Get killed, kill a lot, and just fight it out. Last person standing, or last team standing, I should say, is the victor.
Tell me about this unit's battle strategies.
Right, our battle strategy is we're helping the
You should kill everyone.
Okay.
No strategy help.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah! Go team!
Attention! There is no foul language on this field! We are being filmed!
We all try to hold on
Okay, you ready?
Coming!
Come here, you!
Dead! You guys did really good at keeping it formated. We need to do it a little bit better. We got a group that got slaughtered over there because there were 6 of us, and we form up and you guys weren't even near us. So we need to keep that tight because we rocked it. We're in tight. Yeah.
Stand back. Get ready.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, guys.
Or even steady.
Yeah.
Stop.
Steady.
Home.
Whoa,
Yeah,
camera
guy.
Come back. And just watch you guys' flanks, and we're just going to keep on going. Look where we go by, we're going right there. We're going to go right to the EBF first.
EBF first, huh?
Go!
Take him!
Incoming! Guard!
Slack, watch your back!
Slack.
Ooh.
How well do you think your unit's fighting?
They're awesome.
Awesome.
Doing better than they ever have. They're staying together and
Good formation.
and killing people. That's what they're here for. We're not here to win. We're here to make everybody else lose.
And they look the best and the meanest on the field. And that's all that matters.
I see people drinking water.
What's your Urukai's trademark?
Us? Oh, dude. Yeah, we're running people over.
Shield wall, heavily armored infantry.
Make them earn
Battlefield
wins.
tactics is what we're trying to work on.
These are beads that represent you paid for an event. This is your receipt. Each event has a different bead. I can go get and show you some of the other beads.
This is Yastari, Chaos, Samhain 2. We didn't get a token for Samhain 1, did we?
No, we didn't. No.
But they're cool little, these are all the events that I've made it to and managed to not lose my bead.
Yeah. And these are the Urukai trademark juju sticks.
That's gonna be our...
We each have our own little personal cane type thing. Mine's got a cross, repent and such.
A juju stick. It's chieftains and warlords and war leaders all have them. It's Shine of Ring.
And that's real hair on it.
Yes, it's my girlfriend's hair. She cut it off.
Thank you so much, John.
Well, good luck.
The reason I get all painted up is just because one day I was looking at the pathetic selection of garb I had. I said, you know what? I gotta do something different for this. So I decided to just paint my entire body red. And then, once you start painting yourself, there's no going back. And you get there and it's all about self-expression. I can go out every day for 7 days of the week, and have different garb every day because I do a different art style on my face. And it makes you less human, which is kind of cool because it gets you more into the game.
Tell me what you guys are about to do.
We're about to get the crap kicked out of us.
For what reason?
Somebody said something about free meal. No. Actually, we're coming out to join the Urukai. They're a group of like-minded individuals that like to be the credit of each other. And so
which we think is the awesomest group.
Yes.
That's why we're joining.
So we have to have a little battle of, I'm not sure exactly what.
Got me. Next.
Go.
Next.
Go.
Yeah!
Well, basically fight every Urukai member that's up here. Not necessarily, win, but basically put up a good fight. That's the initiation.
Who came up with this initiation?
I believe it's from Beehive back east. Beehive is the head of all the Urukai, and he's back east. He's also one of the co-owners of the Athellan Sword Company, which sells us most of our swords.
Nice! Oh, thank
How's it feel now that you're initiated?
My arm hurts.
Feels good. A little painful, a little bruised, but awesome.
Let's go!